Hey friends, welcome back. Today we've got a Q&A for you. This was for when we hit 25,000 subscribers, which if you check the sub count, that was like 2,500 subscribers ago. So we're a little slow, sorry about that. But at least we're doing it. If you're new around here, I hope that you enjoyed the video and please consider subscribing. Also, please consider heading over to the Instagram page right here across our faces and following us over there for more fun and shenanigans. All right, next question. Ashley B says, where would you guys want to go on a family vacation? Oh my goodness.
Nowhere. I like being home.
He does like being home. So you want to know what really surprised me? Should we even say it? Do you think the kids will watch this?
I mean, probably not, but if you want to be on the safe side, seeing as they are snoopy little snoops.
We are doing a family vacation this year, but I'm not telling you where. Follow me on Instagram because that's where I'm sharing all of that, because they do know how to find my YouTube page. Anyway, that's where I would like to go. I would actually like to go, I would like to do a cruise once the kids are a little bit older.
I just want something all-inclusive.
He wants all-inclusive, so we could probably do like a resort, like Jamaica sort of thing. He wants to just be able to order pizza at 3 a.m. and like have somebody bring it to him on a gold platter. Well, that's not his wife.
When you're on vacation and you don't have stuff that's all-inclusive, a lot of the times in the back of your head you have that little voice going, that was $20, right. That was $10. I already paid so much for this vacation and now I'm spending a ton of money on all this food and alcohol.
Yeah, so all-inclusive would be good. We don't have like a destination in particular in mind. I've been to Hawaii a long time ago. I'd love to go back with Will.
I'd like to go to Japan because I'm a nerd.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do Japan.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Get outside your comfort zone.
My friend Christy that watches, she's someone I know from Michigan. They're stationed in Japan right now. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's cool.
I believe yes, right? Comment. You're probably watching. Hi. Okay. Their daughter's name is Lillian. Ooh, yes. Ireland.
Oh, the island.
Yeah. All right. This video is going to be so long. NJNC0510 says, congrats! What are the best tips you can give to a family trying to learn how to budget? Well, don't follow what I've been doing for the past 6 weeks.
Yes.
If you're beginner budgeting...
Don't spend money.
Yeah.
Best tip.
He's good at that. Lay out all your income if you have a set income. I mean, there's so many videos online on how to budget. I guess my personal tips would be... don't restrict yourself so much that it backfires, because that's what I do to myself a lot and it backfires big. So I guess that would be like my one main tip. Do you have anything like off the grid, not like write down your income, write down your expenses, lots of money, but any like actual, other than don't spend money?
My big thing is don't spend money. Like, I can zero in on that and just not do it. I'm spectacular at doing that.
I'm spectacular at doing the opposite of that.
And I would say probably the biggest thing that you can do is find a YouTube channel, a podcast, a show, something that you can listen to frequently that keeps you on that path.
Yeah. Dave Ramsey's good at that. Even though we don't follow his steps, like
just listening
to his podcast, even if you don't agree with everything he says, is very motivational. Because
you'll be sitting like driving in the car and you're listening to it and you guys are like talking about, oh, maybe we should go out to eat or something like that, and then he'll be like, you know, to anything that he's talking about money wise, and he'll just be like,
I need to save everything for the rest of forever.
Home and have bread and beans.
Yeah, so good tips. Alright, next we've got Kathy Mulligan says, what prompted you to move so far away from your family in Michigan when it doesn't seem like you're that involved with Will's family? I'm not sure what gives the impression that we're not that involved with Will's family, because we see them pretty frequently throughout the year. He unfortunately doesn't get to travel back home very often. He basically only goes home, aka Michigan, when he has his scheduled vacations through the year, and then over Christmas, typically not even Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So
I believe there's a song about that. All I do is work.
Yeah. So the kids and I, especially during the summer, we try to go back to Michigan as often as possible. We moved away for better opportunities, like in a nutshell. But we're still involved with Will's family. Like, we spend half of our Christmas break with them and half with my family. We typically alternate Thanksgiving up there, usually, or sometime around Thanksgiving. In the summer, we alternate weeks up there, or we split, like, he has vacation. A lot of times we'll do half a week with his family, half a week with mine. Coming up, we're doing his entire June vacation with his side of the family. So I'm not sure what gives the impression. Just because I don't vlog it doesn't mean that we're not spending time with the family.
And honestly, that's one heck of a drive.
I'm used to it. He complains a little bit.
I still hate it.
Yeah. His family is about 6 hours away. My family is 9-ish. The kids and I are used to the drive because we do it a lot more frequently than he does.
If you're from Ohio, I'm sorry, on a multitude of levels, but I cannot stand driving through your state.
Even the kids are like, oh, Ohio.
Like, I've been through longer states. I mean, heck, driving through Michigan can be longer and sometimes even worse, but something about just being in Ohio just seems terrible.
All right, Juliana Smith says, my question for you guys is, do you plan on having any more children? Love you guys. We've already answered that, but love you too. Thanks. G3 Brenda, who is from Michigan, she says, congrats. Doesn't surprise me that you reached 25K. Your channel rocks.
Thank you.
My question for Alice and Jackson. Oops, I need to highlight that. I'm trying to go through and...
I'm honestly surprised this isn't in an Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah, shush. Her next question is, if all 4 of you were shipwrecked on a deserted island and could only have one thing, what is the one thing each of you would want to have?
A boat?
Yeah, like how...
There's the obvious cheat answers. I mean, realistically, if this is just burrowing down into like the one thing that you like it'd be my Xbox, but that wouldn't do me good without TV
how about
and
this?
internet.
If you can take your Xbox, I will get internet. I'm sure we could plan this where it could work pretty peacefully across our family of 4, because she also wants to know what the kids would take. So how about we take the entertainment center with everything on it? That's one thing, right? So you can take that. That would have the TV, Xbox. I would have internet. Another option I was going to say was caffeine, because
that way I'm really awake on this desert island.
Oh yeah, good point. Maybe I wouldn't want to be awake. I bet we can make some really good vlogs out there. Alice can bring the camera. You can bring, I don't know. It'd probably be some sort of electronics.
Satellite phone.
Yeah.
GPS. Come get us, please.
Every audiobook available from my library. Christy, who is my friend from Japan, Wolasanovich. Do you remember pronouncing that the one time? And she gave us the, anyway, I know her from Michigan.
I thought it was Vitch the first time.
Oh yeah. Congrats on 25K. Here are the questions you requested. Will, if you had to play one Xbox game for the rest of your life, what would you pick and why?
Oh, that's so hard.
You want to think about it while I answer mine?
Yeah, I'm still not going to come up with a good answer.
Well, okay. She asks, for me, I vaguely remember you having a tattoo for Jackson. Do you have one for Alice? If so, what is it or what do you want to get? So yes, I do have a tattoo for Jackson. I'll try and put a picture here because I have another video where I was going to talk about all my tattoos. So the tattoo for Jackson is a zombie monkey sitting on his zodiac sign. Will actually drew this tattoo for me. And the zombie monkey is sucking on the fingers of a human dismembered arm. Because when Jackson was a baby, first of all, he loves monkeys. And second of all, he sucked his fingers until he was like 6.
5 minutes ago.
5 minutes ago. Where were we the other day? He said, he was telling someone, and on his field trip, he says, you know what was really embarrassing? He was telling his friend's mom. He said, this is really embarrassing to say, but I used to suck my fingers until I was really old, he said. I said, yes, you did. So for Alice, I don't have the tattoo yet, but we do have it designed. He designed it for me as a Valentine's gift. It is a zebra sitting...
Which we might change.
Yeah, sitting on her... Yeah, I might change it to a unicorn. But currently it's a zebra sitting on her zodiac symbol, which is a Taurus. So it's like a round bull head with the horns, and the zebra's kind of cradled in between it. If I have an actual file of this, I can show it as well. I know I have one. I just gotta find it.
As far as my game, I've been playing a lot of Apex Legends recently.
Is that really like that's the game you would play?
I'm just saying, like, that's what I've been playing a lot recently, and that's like the kind of game that I could see myself continuing to play for a long, like Smite, how I played that forever.
I thought you would pick something like story bound, like
that's
Silent
the thing
Hill.
If you only have one game, you can only play through that so many times. But yes, I mean, like I'd be tempted to pick a Zelda game, pretty much any of them, like especially the 64 Zeldas are good. Breath of the Wild would keep me occupied for a long time because that game is massive. Or, you know, like Silent Hill 2 or 3, or
like he loves the Silent Hill games. He loves the Halo games. Those were like his jam back in the day.
I mean, still are. I love those games.
Yeah. So did you pick Apex?
I just cheated there.
Is that what you came back to? I mean, if you had to pick one game to play?
In the heyday of when it was its most popular, I would probably say Halo 2.
Okay.
That was amazing.
You put half your life into that game.
Yes, I did.
Kathleen Roman says, what was it like trying to set up a YouTube channel?
You clicked a couple of things and boom, you have a YouTube channel.
Basically, you sync it to your Gmail account and you upload a video and there you are.
Setting it up is the easy part. It's actually getting this community of people who just follow you.
Building the community
that's the difficult part, and it's
fun fact,
amazing all the time.
I respond to every single comment.
Unless you're mean.
Unless you're mean.
Which even then sometimes, but...
Or if you comment on the video, if you're one of those people who goes through and you comment as you're watching, so you have like 6 or 7 comments throughout the video, sometimes I'll just respond once. But I respond to every single comment outside of basically those 2 stipulations. FYI, still to this day. And I do it myself. Like, I don't hire an assistant to comment. Like, so I respond to all of your comments. And I read every single one, even the mean one.
I read a lot of them.
Yeah, he lingers a lot.
Lurks.
Lurks,
that's the word. And occasionally I'll drop in a pearl of wisdom or just something random and snarky.
Yeah, if you get a comment, if Will responds to you at all, like, you know you've done something good, because he doesn't respond. Linda Wilson says, congrats on 25K subbies. Questions. Do you see yourself staying in Kentucky for a while, or could Will be promoted elsewhere?
Me being promoted elsewhere, no, probably not, seeing as where
I
work is pretty much in this general area.
Well, he works for a privately owned, nails here. He works for a privately owned subsidiary of a bigger corporation. We'll probably be here for a while. I don't see us moving anytime like in the immediate future unless something drastic happens. If you stay in the Commonwealth, do you plan to purchase a house? Kind of talked about that.
Would like to, but probably not anytime soon.
Yeah. For me, she says, Tiffany, do you intend to return to the workforce? Not that parenting isn't work. When and what field would you go into? Someone just ordered Crate and Barrel. No. Is that a bad answer? I see myself in the home for as long as I can. I feel like I'm always going to be needed around here.
I would honestly rather you stay at home, me be the one out and work, and then, you know, you work on YouTube. Yeah,
because I mean, this is still, I mean, he always, I don't know, I still get, like, feel guilty a lot, but.
I don't mind the working the, 9 to 5, even though it's way earlier than 9 to 5. But I don't mind that. It gives a certain structure to my day, because my entire day revolves around that. Like, my days off are my days where, like, nothing of any semblance of structure happens.
Yeah.
Or, like, I typically do nothing, but it's, like, on days when I work, those are my productive days.
Yeah, so he'll, like, go to work, he leaves work, he goes to the gym, or comes home and does, like, battery. Go get my battery from downstairs.
Hi, future Tiff.
We had to change the battery.
Love you.
What?
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, my bad.
Talking to you.
All of them? Every single one of them.
No, I'm talking to future Tiff editing this part out.
No, I'm leaving
Why would you delete me? No!
It's like when you go to lift something and it's way lighter than you thought it was going to be.
This is what we do at
Where
night.
are we at?
Congrats on 25,000 subbies.
I read that. When and what field would I go into? Whoa, whitewashed. My dream job is actually just being a stay-at-home mom. So I've never really had a passion for, I don't have many passions for anything. Maybe a librarian. What?
You don't enjoy
Didn't say editing? I was going to do it for, huh?
You said you don't enjoy editing?
No, I said I don't really enjoy anything. Like, I don't have a passion for anything. Like some people are like, oh, this is like my dream job. I don't really have that other than like taking care of my kids, making sure we have like food on the table. 50s housewife. Okay. How many tattoos do each of you have and what does each represent? Okay. I was gonna do a whole nother video on that. Will has one.
Uno.
Can I show them?
Doso.
He's got a... What do you...
This isn't gonna work. Ah! It doesn't bend that way.
He's got a crow right here. It says, I want you to lead me, take me somewhere, in my handwriting, which is the lyrics to our wedding song, part of the lyrics. I have the other part on my foot. I'll put pictures in here. Because I have pictures of all mine, and I think I have a picture of his. Mine has his handwriting and the rest of that verse from our wedding song.
Come Clarity by In Flames.
Yes. He also, he sketched his bird, right? That was your sketch? Okay.
I drew that.
I have stars on my feet that represent nothing. I have a small Taurus bull on my right ankle because I'm a Taurus. That was my very first tattoo ever.
Yeah, it's not as easy as it looks. Here, let's break this.
There. I've got stars here on my right wrist, and then a moon and stars on my left wrist. Again, they don't represent anything. I was going through a phase where like celestial stuff was very popular. I don't know. I like this one. They were done by 2 different tattoo artists, and the one on my left hand is not as good. He was not a very good tattoo artist. I've got a Celtic shamrock on my neck that has the number 13 like in the leaves. What?
Oh, I'm just
I have like 9 tattoos. So I was born on the 13th. I've got the zombie monkey that I got for Jackson, and then on my lower back I have a fallen angel, or a weeping angel I should say, which is one of my favorite ones.
Not a Doctor Who thing, by the way.
Oh.
That's a thing in Doctor Who.
No, I don't watch Doctor Who. Weeping angel, and then I've got a Bible verse across my lower back as well.
See, I can't do the whole, this means nothing, just thought it was pretty. Can't do that. Mine has like 13 different meanings. And if I was going to get another one, it would be much the same.
Some of mine have meaning. It's mainly just my stars and stuff. I mean, they're stars. I liked the way they looked.
I'm not criticizing. I'm just saying I couldn't put something on my body that didn't
outside of my stars and my moon, all of them have a story behind them. So that's that. Donna Schooley or Shuley? I don't know, Schooley. Which one of you is more likely to give in when you don't agree? Congrats on your subscribers.
Thank you.
Who gives in first?
Is that in reference to the kids or to each other?
I think it's just in general. When you don't agree on something, who's more
likely to give in?
Because
those are two different things.
Is that?
When we don't agree, if it's an opinion thing, I usually give in. If it's a fact thing, I'm 99% of the time right.
He's always right, and it annoys me to no end.
If it's a kids thing, definitely her. I'm the disciplinarian.
Sounds about right. I get my way a lot. That probably sounds very like spoiled, but he just doesn't care about stuff as much as I do.
I'm very easygoing.
Yeah, almost to the point where it's annoying. Like, he doesn't make a decision on anything. Desiree Pearl says, do you all plan on having more children? We already touched on that.
But thank you for the question.
Brooklyn Puckett, what's your favorite thing to do as a family?
I don't think we have anything that we all do. Like, I mean, we like go on family walks or occasionally watch a movie, but it's like...
Great Wolf Lodge has become like a yearly thing that we do.
But like, obviously Jackson and I will sit down and play a video game together.
Alice and I go shopping.
I'll sit down and draw with Alice. And do like some artsy stuff. She does more of the crafty stuff with Alice.
Yeah.
The kids will go outside and play together, but as far as like the
Jackson
4
likes
of us
to
all
cook
together,
with me.
like I said, occasionally do stuff, but there's not like that one thing where it's like, oh, family time to do this.
Yeah, we've tried incorporating like game nights and stuff in the past, and that worked like once.
But usually like Jackson's a terribly sore loser, so once he starts losing, it's like game over, and Alice just does still at the point where she doesn't understand the rules of a lot of games, so that kind of sucks a lot of the fun out of it.
I would say our family walks in the summer is something that we try to do somewhat consistently, and then like on a bigger scale we do
family reading.
Oh yeah. We read every night pretty much. I try to read multiple times a day with the kids actually, but he typically reads a chapter out of a book to the kids. I will read them a few picture books, but we all kind of like sit together. So yeah, family reading probably.
Yeah.
It's our favorite thing, and that's why we couldn't remember it until the last. The Simple Mama. Congratulations, girl.
Very close to our copyright. Just saying.
You're killing it. Thanks for always keeping it real and fun. Where do y'all see yourselves in 5 years?
What is this, a job interview?
Hopefully alive.
That'd be good.
Yeah, I don't know. I always dislike these kind of questions.
Ruling
I just want to be like happy with happy kids and like peace in our hearts and our home, because things get chaotic.
You trying to get like Miss America or what?
Yeah, I didn't say peace in like world peace. Just want peace for us. We'll start on a very small scale. I don't know. Probably still living here, most likely, unless something changes. At that point.
No, the world is just like, life is so weird and strange and so many just weird twists and turns. Like, before we moved out here, if you ever asked me if I was going to live in Kentucky, that would have been a hard no.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we don't really have a real solid answer for that one. Sorry. Vicky Tuck says, my battery's running low. That's not what she said. I missed the first Q&A, so I don't know how you met. Cover that. What state are y'all in? Kentucky. Have you lived in that state your whole life?
No.
We were both born and raised in Michigan. Different parts of Michigan, though. Also, I love Jackson and Alice's names. Are they named after anyone? No. Well, no. Jackson's middle name is his dad's middle name. So there's Jackson Gerard and Alice Lillian. We knew we wanted classic names.
Classic,
timeless,
good, traditional names.
Strong,
that
yeah.
They also had to be something that could be shortened. Was something for me, like, you know, that way, you know, kids know when they're in trouble when you use the full name.
But with our kid, like, saying Alice versus Allie.
Right.
When I say Alice, she doesn't think she's in trouble.
Well,
we interchange their, like, short, like,
right.
Jackson is either Jack or Jackson. Alice is either Alice or Allie or Allie Lou.
I was mostly making a joke.
Oh, well. Anyway, bad joke. He came up with both kids' names, and I agreed with them.
It took some convincing on Alice.
Yeah. Mainly because...
like, everyone on her side of the family was like, that's an old lady name.
Yeah.
It's like, it's only an old lady name until the baby comes, and then it's a baby name.
And now, like, I look at her and I can't picture her or anything else. She was going to be Kyrie, which we realized people would not be able to pronounce with the way it's spelled, which is Kyrie with the little, like...
accent.
Yeah. They would
pretty
call
sounding, but
Kyrie.
It would have been, yeah.
Jackson was also possibly going to be Vincent. We also like James, which is his middle name. Mm-hmm. But we've got a Jackson Gerard and an Alice Lillian. But they aren't named after anyone in particular other than the middle name sake. Yeah, Vicky Tuck also asked what size families are you both from? I grew up with my mom and my two sisters. My dad was not in the picture. And then I now have a stepdad. Small family. Even extended wise, my extended family is super small. My mom is one of 5. But only one of my uncles had children, so I only have one cousin on my side of the family, which is just absurd.
Absurd.
I was like emphasizing it, like absurd. Anyway, he makes fun of me.
I wasn't
like his family is huge.
Well, my immediate family is the, what is it called, like the nuclear family, like the 2.5 kids, and like the just very traditional. My mom was a stay-at-home mom for the most part. She did like school lunches and stuff. And, you know, my dad worked constantly.
Yeah.
But then my
his work ethic from
extended family is very, very
massive.
Big, because it was like my dad had, you know,
5 or 6 siblings.
And each of them had, you know, like 3-ish kids pretty much. So that gets to be very, very big after a while.
Yeah.
And then all those kids have kids.
Yeah, like all his cousins now have anywhere from like 1 to 3 kids. And he has a lot of cousins in and of itself. Like I have one cousin and he's like twice my age. And he's got a lot. So when we typically go to Christmas at his family. Like we spend Christmas Eve, the computer just shut down. We're done. Bye. We spend Christmas Eve with his family and there's at least 50 people crammed into his aunt and uncle's house. This year they're actually renting out a hall to have Christmas, no joke. So Very large. So much fun though. I love it because it's super chaotic, but I grew up having like super tiny family. Even if you take it down to your nuclear family,
Yeah.
his oldest sister has 3 girls. His other sister has
A brood.
5 kids. She's got an 18-year-old, an 11-year-old, a 7-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 2 or a 3-year-old. So she's got 5. The other sister has 3. So that's 8 nieces and nephews just on his side. On my side, my one sister has 2 girls. My other sister has 3 boys. So we have 13 nieces and nephews. So like, there's family coming out our ears, which is not something I was used to growing up. I need to pull the questions up on my phone now because that shut down. Nancy Hamadi says, congratulations, Simple Wife, Simple Life. Thank you. I enjoy your content so much. Yeah, for family-friendly content. Questions. Tiffany with a Y, Tiff, please correct me. So my name is Tiffany, A-N-I-E. You can call me Tiff. That's what all my close friends and family call me. What are the top 3 things you are working to achieve in 2019? I don't know. Improving my health.
10K.
I do not want to run a 10K. I would love to run a mile. Maybe that's a goal. I don't know. He got me out running once this week, and I haven't gone back since. Let's put it that way. So one of my goals was to have a family vacation. That is in the works. I realize that's not like a personal goal, but it was something that I've been bugging him about for a while, and he finally gave in. Improving my health. I realize that's very vague.
Through running.
I would love to like be a runner. I just don't see myself being a runner. Keeping up with YouTube. I'm not a real goal person.
Expanding the YouTube.
I don't know. I'm expanding over to Instagram. A lot more of you are now following me over there, which is nice because I post a lot more like randomness over there where we don't do like daily vlogs or even weekly vlogs over here quite so much. You'll see a lot of our like inside like antics over there. And then Nancy also asked, Will, what would you do right now if you knew you could not fail? I know what you're going to say.
Well, good for you, because I don't know what it is.
Okay, I had an idea of what he might have said.
That's a really interesting question. Like, I hate that in interviews when people say, oh, that's a good question after everything they get asked, but that is actually a really cool question.
What would you do if you knew you could not fail?
It's so hard to pick between, like, a real question and, like, a joke question. Or answer,
Battery's
rather.
gonna shut down again.
Oh, no. I don't know, if I couldn't fail, I'd probably make a video game.
There you go.
That'd be
I was going to
awesome.
say write a children's book. Like write an illustrated children's book.
If
For
I
you.
was, you know, if I was going to do that, I'd go more with, like, a comic book or just actual, like, making, like, more traditional, realistic style art. Starting at the children's stuff just to try and get my skills up.
So he would do a video game. Gotta shut the camera off again. Hold on.